What's going on, guys? Besides, in today's video we're going to make a tier list for the 25.13 AD carry tier list. Be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry specialized channel. Let's start. I think I will start with Ashe. So Ashe is quite fine. I think she's not really bad. I mean, the Yuntal with Infinity Edge build is not actually bad. I would say she's A tier. I mean, I don't think she's B tier. I would not recommend you in low elo to blind pick her because she has lots of counters. If you play Ashe into Talon, Malphite, like a lot of assassins and a lot of things that can jump on you, especially in a solo queue environment, it might just be very hard for you. So I always say this: if you want a champ that you can learn fundamentals, you can pick Ashe, but there are better blind picks in this game than Ashe. Ashe is not a bad blind pick. Is, as I always say this, she's the worst blind pick out of the best blind pick, so she's okay, but there are other champions that you should main, like Jinx. Jinx is really good champ right now. I think she's such an amazing champion, and I would actually put her in S tier. I think, should I put her in Z tier? I mean, it's a bit hard. I think she's really good. C tier is not for her yet. I think Jinx is amazing champ. I think she teaches you the fundamentals. In low elo you can blind ping her. I think she's amazing. If you're higher elo like Master Plus, I don't recommend blind ping this champ because it still has a lot of disadvantages against good players, but she's very good. Draven is quite fine. I mean, he's always been fine. I would actually put him a little bit better than Ashe, because Draven, if you're a main Draven, you can pretty much play Draven in every single case. I mean, yeah, sure, Draven player, if you play against like the best players in Challenger with Draven, he'll ban Braum, he'll ban like there are some picks that are really good against, like, okay, if I play Ezreal with Lux and mid I have Syndra, like if Cassiopeia, like if you have a lot of range and he doesn't like have like if he can't easily auto-attack in the fight, then definitely Draven is a bad pick, but I think he's okay. As if you're one trick pony Draven, he's definitely good. Caitlyn, I honestly love her, but I don't think she's even that good. She's definitely weaker than Ashe. If you're really good on Caitlyn, then she's fine. You can still carry, you know, but I would definitely not say she's S or A. She's a pretty hard champion, so if you want to learn fundamentals, Jinx is much better for you. And speaking of fundamentals, let's talk a little bit about that. Miss Fortune is actually a great champion. She's really good in the meta as well right now. I would actually go and say she's a bit better than Ashe, maybe like a Draven level. She's really good and she teaches you the fundamentals. So if I'm bronze, silver, gold, if you're emerald, I play only Sivir and MF. Oh, sorry, I play only Jinx and MF. Of course, if you're a main Kate or you play Kaisa or you play other champions, then it's no problem at all. You can play these champions and still easily climb. I would not change the champions just because they're not meta, but in my opinion, if you play 2 hours per day daily, I would typically go for 2 champs, and 1 champ I always have my main, you know, my best champ. Like now I always play Ezreal. I like him. I'm a main Ezreal. I love him, and I don't care if he's meta or not. And I would play on the second champion, I would play like a little bit of like a meta champ. But honestly, I don't like this approach. I usually just play, if I play 2 hours per day, I would rather want to enjoy the game. So I would just play what I enjoy. If I enjoy Caitlyn and she's D tier, then I'll play Caitlyn. If I enjoy Vayne, then I'll play Vayne. I can still climb, but it's just gonna be a bit slower. It's fine. If you play more than 2 hours per day, like 2 hours and a half, 3, then I would go for 2 to 3 champions. 3 is also the sweet spot. And in the 3 champions, I actually do this. I have 2 champions that I main, and I don't really care about the meta. I just main them, and I always have 1 champion that I adapted based on the meta. I try to play it on a Smurf first, like now Zeri is a really good champ in the meta, for example.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where, as AD carry, you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster. And they are not alone, they are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
And yeah, speaking about Zeri, let's talk about Zeri as well. So she's really crazy good. She's really crazy good. This pick, I would put her in Z. Like let's say I play Jinx and Miss Fortune right now, and let's say I want a third champion and Zeri is meta. I usually change my third champion, but I never change my first and second champion. And if I don't play daily 3 hours per day, or most of the days 3 hours per day or 2 hours and a half per day, I do not play 3 champs, I play 2 champs. That's my recommendation for everyone. Okay, let's go for next. We should talk about Xayah, but Xayah is like a counter pick, right? So when do you pick Xayah? You pick Xayah when there is a lot of assassins and when there is a lot of value that you get off your ultimate. And yeah, I mean, she's a decent champ, but I mean, I would say that it's just a counter. It's basically like Nilah, honestly, or Samira. I think Samira is okay. She's maybe B+ tier right now. I don't think she's even more. We can also check the win rate, because the win rate says a lot. 50. Okay, so 50. This means she is close to A tier for sure. Yeah, so I don't think she's that bad. If we go to higher elo, of course, it's gonna go a little bit lower for sure, because people know how to play against. But okay, I don't think Samira is bad if you're maining Samira. But the thing is, you can't really play Samira. Like, one, she doesn't teach you fundamentals at all, and two, you can't play only Samira, right? That's the thing. You can't. It's impossible. And why do I say that? Well, it's because she just has so many counters, and it's like, yeah, okay, but what if I'm main Samira and I only play like Samira, one trick pony Samira? What do I do? I mean, I still climb. I see players like Diamond 2, they're decent with Samira, you know, they play, but they are horrible as players. Like some Samira players are good, but there are some that are disgustingly bad. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like this champion doesn't actually teach you fundamentals, and it's very bad for learning fundamentals. And I see people that I play on my Smurf, E2, M Master, MMR, they are complete garbage, playing only Samira, no brain, nothing, just full int, doesn't know what is contesting the wave, doesn't have any macro, just knows what the champion does really well, and not even that. Samira in low elo, I don't personally recommend it. If you enjoy her, play her, but I would personally play her with setup. If I see my support base engage, I'll pick her. If not, I will have a secondary champion. That's what I personally do. So I can play my champ that I enjoy, Samira, but I also can, you know, adapt a little bit. So yeah, Xayah, Samira, Nilah right now. So yeah, Nilah. Still counter if they have a lot of auto attacks champions, and if they don't have a lot of range and a lot of CC. Don't pick her into Syndra, don't pick her into Alistar, don't pick her, like, these champions can screw you up a lot, like really easy, really, like Azir, never gonna get on top of him. She's okay if you really like her, but again, not my best recommendation for learning the fundamentals and climbing at the same time. So keep that in mind. Okay, Kog'Maw, same thing, a bit of a counter, honestly. If they don't have a lot of assassins, you have Lulu, I think he could be fine. Even without Lulu, he's not really that bad. I'll put him in B tier probably. He's not really that bad, but I prefer a lot of other champions. Like Vayne, would I prefer him over Kog'Maw? I think I would, but it depends a bit on the case, because into tanks I think Vayne is better. Like if you play against Ornn, Malphite, you can't really pick Kog'Maw, I'll pick Vayne. I think she's like C tier, right? So Vayne is not that bad, but definitely my top recommendation right now. Twitch is the next hyper carry. Definitely C tier, still pretty bad. If you enjoy him, he's still fine. I mean, you can play Vayne Twitch and still climb, don't worry. But yeah, not my best recommendation for sure. Then we want to go for the Aphelios, which Aphelios is kind of decent right now. I actually want to check his win rate right now, but 49, this is huge for Aphelios. Honestly, I would put him maybe B plus or A tier. Worst champion A tier or B plus. I see a lot of Grandmaster Challenger players that play this champion and they smash, they do a lot of damage. It just feels like when they put their hands on that, they just do more damage, which again, I don't know what to say about that, because again, if you're playing in Emerald, you probably don't know what you're doing, but I think it could be fine. Look, I've seen Emerald players, they're like decent players, you know, they know what they can do really well, they know the limits. So would I recommend Aphelios or Draven? I don't know, but if you play this champ, just play only one champ, and that's it. And then obviously to keep up your knowledge, you would rather have to play some normals on support and also add the AD carries, because the thing about one trick ponying is just you're not going to have knowledge about anything else. You're just going to be a one-trick pony, and it's not recommended if you want to be a good, well-rounded player. Be a one-trick pony on your main and play normals on different supports, different AD carries or a different account. Be one-trick pony on Aphelios, but just be sure to do your research after you play. That's how it works. So I would go for the Smolder. Smolder is lovely. Honestly, I think he's pretty good. I think I would actually put him the best in A tier. He scales pretty well, obviously. And I think that if you're really good on him, especially in lower elos where the games are like pretty like long, I think I would recommend Smolder any day compared to MF or Ashe. Even MF or Ashe are very good. So Smolder, and definitely a recommendation. Tristana, amazing champ right now. I can probably put him in S tier. I mean, she's really good for sure. It's either I put Smolder S minus or I put Tristana. Like they are very close. I would personally do this, honestly. They are very good at learning fundamentals. Like if you're playing in bronze, you play Smolder, Tristana only. Could be good. Silver, even in Emerald, but in Emerald you're gonna get punished in some matchups. But yeah, Tristana, definitely a top recommendation. Varus, always good champ. I would say it's always A tier. So versatile. It's a very good champ to play. He can be blind pick, probably best blind pick in League of Legends. You can go AP, you can go AP, you can go Comet, you can go on hit. It is absolutely an amazing champion, and definitely I would recommend it. Sivir, definitely still fine. I mean, she's probably not better than Varus in other champs, but she's still good if they don't have a lot of range and enemy team has like skill shot reliant composition like Ari with Vi, with stuff like that. Sivir is super good. Not my recommendation, because when I see Sivir in low elo, they just push waves and they don't know when to group because they think they have good wave clear and they just always stay side lane for some reason. So that's not my recommendation, Sivir, but not a bad champ. Lucian is a bit worse than Sivir, I think. He's good for low elo, he's pretty straightforward, but I wouldn't say he's better than the champions that I recommended before, personally. Then we've got Karthus and, Swain. I would put them in the same boat. Victor, Swain, Syndra. If you want to play them, they're like B or A tier, most of them. So you can play them. Way definitely playable. But yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Okay, Ezreal. I think I would put Ezreal in A tier. I don't think he's high A tier. He's probably like in the middle of the A tier, and it depends on how good you play him. He's definitely not a bad champion, but he's definitely not a good champion. Kaisa is very good. I'll put her a little bit worse than Draven, but I honestly think maybe she's even like S tier. She's good for sure in this meta. She has a lot of builds. She has a static build, she has a Kraken Slayer build, AP, AD. There's so many builds. And you don't actually need to pick Kaisa only when you have tank. You can pick Kaisa kind of every time, but you just need to know really well her combos and how to play her, which most of the players in Emerald, they actually don't know. And if you have good mechanics, I think she can be a decent champion to main. Kalista, yeah, I would only play Kalista in like super high, and even then after the nerfs, I think I would not recommend this champion. it is just really hard to believe that you're going to play this champ. Jhin is so good right now. I'll put him in S tier for sure, like no question about it. It's just Jhin doesn't teach you fundamentals, and this is like a kind of tough build to swallow, because I see a lot of Jhin players, you know, they are emerald, they are platinum, they are gold, and yeah, they're just not good, right? Like I can see they climbed, I can see they have the rank, but some of them are so disgustingly bad, right? They play locked camera, they don't move, they don't know how to kite, they don't know, like Jhin is such a champion that I don't know, it's like playing Lulu on support. What are you gonna learn? What are you gonna learn if you just play Lulu support, right? That's my personal opinion. Don't play this champion unless you can play Jhin and you can play two more, like Jhin, Jinx, Smolder. That'll be a very good well-rounded champion pool for low elo. Guys, this is the tier list. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoy. See you next time.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.